I'm Nicole Howie, and I've been living in Bendigo, grew up in Bendigo, living in Huntly, which is a really lovely place to be because it's surrounded by the bush, and grew up building cubbies, climbing Snotty Gobble, which local people will know is a vine that grows all over the gum trees, cooking jaffles on a fire, and just bike riding and exploring in the bush, which was a wonderful way to grow up. I think one of the things that I remember is how much independence nature gives you as growing up, and when I got to that stage of being sort of 12, 13, 14, and my parents just knew full well that I knew where I was going in the bush. I had a good sense of direction. I knew how to be safe in the bush, and at no other time in your childhood at that age are you given the chance to just go off for a couple of hours, and that really felt really great. My background is teaching, and I've taught in outback Queensland and around Bendigo as well, and that has been my career. But since having children, I've sort of branched more out into environmental education, so realising that that's the really one aspect of teaching that I love the most. Increasingly, I think parents are really looking for that way of, life is so sort of scheduled for kids these days, and sometimes sadly you do have to schedule time in the outdoors as well, so it gives them that opportunity, and then we hope that has flows on to their eyes being open to sites all around Bendigo that we'll go back in our own time. I remember sort of making discoveries, sitting under a tree and seeing all this bird poo on the ground and thinking, why is there so much bird poo in one spot, and then looking above and there's a nest above me, all those little connections, and I think that's probably what I love. Why I love to work with kids is, I could point out lots of things in the bush, and we could do that with the Bendigo Family Nature Club, but just to facilitate the opportunity for them to just make those discoveries will be a powerful memory for them. Bendigo is really, really fortunate. It's quite unique to be quite a large provincial centre that's surrounded by so much bushland, so I just think that gives the community such an opportunity to have recreational opportunities, to connect with nature, to have if we can develop those sort of fringing areas, to have encourage that wildlife and birds into their own garden and experience them as part of their own lives. So I just I think it's a really great place to be, surrounded by all of that bauxite bark forest.